This video is for the demo of a game called Herald. So if we just look at the settings, actually let's put that to 60 Hz. That's better. So the game does have a full screen exclusive mode. So you can put the resolution into whatever you want and it will put your monitor into that. There's also a full screen borderless window and window. VSync. The game appears to have VSync because we're at 60 frames per second there, which is the same as 60 Hz. We got a number of audio settings, audio volumes, which is great. And just some settings here. I don't know whether I'm going to use gamepad or mouse yet. So let's jump in and see what this game is all about. Select a book. Oh, it looks like you can only play book 1 in the demo.
No sense of sound. No smell of air. Breathless. I drifted among faceless shapes, without a clear distinction of form. Blinded. Until someone or something made me soar. Higher and higher still I went. That is all I can remember.
I don't believe you. Now sit down. I'm sorry, but you can't leave until you tell me. Where are you from? And what is it that you seek in the colonies?
Let's see if we can raise the volume up. Probably the first one. How about
I was raised in the West. I'm visiting the colonies in search of my roots.
Do you or do you not swear allegiance to the Lord Protector as a servant of his protectorate?
the Lord Protector? Prisoner. We're a prisoner, are we? I don't know.
Yes, I am a servant of the Protectorate. Aren't you?
The Protectorate does not own us. The colonies may be inside her sphere of influence, but its people are not. You, on the other hand, were wearing their uniform. The bright blue fabric, the golden stitching. It tells me that you are part of the crew on one of their ships, probably a merchant vessel. The embroidery even says that you are the captain of that ship. Impressive. But what happened to your ship, Captain?
I don't know, which is a lie. But the thing is, I don't know.
I'm sorry, I'm getting really tired. I'd like to take some rest. We can talk later.
Are you trying to buy time? That's not going to work.
Why are you keeping me here? Locked up like some sort of animal?
I'll let you go when I decide I've heard enough. Now, is this journal yours?
So I could say that's not mine, which is a lie. Where did you get?
Where did you get that? Who gave that to you?
It says Devon Rensburg inside.
Oh, well, that's our name then.
Is that you?
But do I want to admit that?
All right, I'm Devon Rensburg. And yes, that is mine.
I already know it's yours. I'll give it back to you once you've enlightened me on its contents. Now read it for me. And remember, I expect the truth. Again, where are you from? And what is it that you seek in the colonies?
I don't know. Um,
Fine. I'll give you the long version. It's not like I have any choice. I come from the West, born here in the colonies, but raised in the capital of the Protectorate's homeland, a city that never felt like home. I never connected with its people. I was always the outsider. So I decided to leave that place, in search of my roots. I had heard about someone in the harbour recruiting men for a merchant ship sailing to the east. It was a standard trading mission along the Indigo route. I had never worked on a ship before, but enlisting in the merchant navy was the only way for me to acquire passage across the sea. So that's what I did. The recruiter, Aaron Ludlow was his name, took me in a rowing boat out of the harbour, and there she was, his lordship's vessel, Herald.
By God, Ludlow, have you read this?
No, sir, I haven't.
Your people seem to be causing a lot of unrest in the colonies lately.
My people, sir?
Well, you know.
I don't know, sir.
The indigo farmers, they claim the trade does not benefit them enough. They accuse the Lord Protector of abuse of power and demand fairer wages. The local regent has yet to respond, but I fear he will cave in to the pressure.
Is that why we have the politician on board?
Yes. Senator Morton is the regent's brother-in-law, and he's going to help him with the complex politics of this affair. He's also accompanying the regent's daughter safely back to the colonies. Remember to treat both of them with respect.
Sir.
Is there anything else you brought from shore?
Well, apart from the new recruit, a letter, sir, addressed to Senator Morton.
Well, what are you waiting for? Give it to me.
But, sir, it's not your...
My ship, my rules, Ludlow. You know this. Besides, I don't think Mr. Morton has anything to hide from me. He better not.
May I remind you he is a Protectorate official, sir?
And so am I. You there, what do you think, boy? Should I open the letter or not?
I don't know. I don't think you should be opening your letters. It's not, no.
Don't open it, sir. It's none of your business, and the Protectorate won't like it.
Really now? But what if it's important? What if it's something I need to know in order to keep the peace among the crew and passengers?
Then won't he tell you himself?
I am the captain, after all, and I have the responsibility to know everything. You should remember that, Mr.
Yeah, I thought I was supposed to be a captain myself. Let's see.
Mr. Rensburg, sir. Devon Rensburg. Delighted to make your acquaintance, Captain.
Captain Cornelius Hendricks. Nice to have you aboard the Herald. Rensburg. I assume you understand that there are rules here. Officer Ludlow will give you the lowdown on them during your tour of the ship.
Sir, I have other...
But first, Ludlow, I'd like you to find Senator Morton and send him here. I need to talk to him about this letter of his. Be quick about it. I'll send Rensburg off to you in a moment.
Yes, sir. Be sure to see me on deck, Devon.
So then, Rensburg, I take it you must be returning home to your family?
Yes, I am, sir. It feels strange to say that, though, since I don't really remember my family. I was adopted. I know my father is a Protectorian, and my mother is originally from the colonies. It won't be easy to find them. That's why I'm writing everything that might help me with my search down in my journal.
Yes. Yes, I see. Well, you should look at my globe then, Rensburg. As you see, the colonies are very big. You should write it in your journal. Well, off you go to your tour of the ship. Have a nice evening.
There was a globe in the room. The ornate rooster on top stretched his wings out over the world, as if protecting it.
Oh, well, I would assume he's reading your letter right now, Mr. Morton.
I sincerely hope you're joking.
No, on the contrary, sir. At sea, the captain makes his own rules. As far as I can tell, our captain is king on the Herald, sir. The crew his loyal subjects.
Officer, there are several reasons why the people got rid of the king back in the day. This is precisely the sort of thing that led us to abolish the monarchy. I'm going to have a word with Captain Hendricks now. Please carry on.
That, Devon, was Senator Lewis Morton. Did you see the look on his face when I told him the captain opened his letter? Pure agony. He would have found out sooner or later anyway. People have a hard time adjusting to life outside the capital. On the open sea, the rules tend to change, but customs don't change with them. Mr. Morton is a prime example of that, and you will probably experience the same. The trick, though, is to accept change. It's something that people like Morton will never understand. But you might.
If there's anything I want, then it's change. To finally be able to do things differently for a while. I'm done with the old rules.
There's a reason I picked you from the lot. I rarely choose anybody who is unfit for a life at sea. Now for your tour. Welcome aboard His Lordship's vessel, Herald. A Cromwellian-class Protectorate clipper launched in 1851. As one of the fastest sailing ships in the mercantile fleet, she can reach a top speed of 18 knots. During her short life, she has already set multiple records sailing to the colonies and back along the famous Indigo route.
What records did she break?
Several speed records, of which the most important one was the race against the DeWitt-class clipper HLV Crowing. The Herald beat her by 3 days on a return voyage from the colonies to the capital. She set a record time of 78 days, 5 hours, and 16 minutes. Now let's move on to the deckhouse. The Cromwellian-class ship type is named after one of the Protectorate's founding fathers, Oliver Cromwell. These ships are merchant clippers, built with trade in mind. Making money is their sole purpose. The Herald is an indigo clipper, which means she mainly takes shipments of indigo powder to the Protectorate homeland. With this powder, we make the paint that coats the hulls of our ships, and the dye that gives the fabric of our clothes its bright blue hue. You've lived in the capital, Devon. Never noticed the rooftops of its buildings or the clothes of its people? Everything has been colored blue there. The color blue touches on much that the Protectorate holds dear. and indigo is made from a plant that produces the only known blue dye that withstands heavy wear. Until anybody finds a cheaper substitute, the indigo trade remains an invaluable part of our economy.
This is kind of weird, like as if it's kind of tracking what players click on, basically. Do I understand the story so far, what is being said to me? Am I bored with it? Am I impressed by it? It's not really the type of story that I would expect. Like, yeah. One thing I didn't say, when you first launch this demo, it comes up with a screen saying that you can either opt in or opt out of data collection, and they say that it's not getting any. It's like anonymous data, but it collects things like the game settings that you choose, like what resolution you play the game in, the performance of the game, and also it will track the answers that you pick, so they can kind of, yeah, I could see why. I mean, they're it's like they're testing the player, basically, and they're getting information on it's like statistical data, really, isn't it? But this is all, like, I'm not going to go, I didn't understand, because I understood. But was I impressed? Maybe, if I was an outsider. But apparently, my character has been living there and already will have noticed that, oh yes, all the roofs were blue and people wearing blue clothing predominantly. So would he be impressed? I mean, how long has he been living there? I can't remember how exactly was there mention of. There might have been mention of how many years he's been living there. But, I doubt that somebody who's been living there for some time would be impressed that, oh, yeah, it might be like, oh, yeah, that's right, yeah. But it's not like being impressed, and then I'm not going to say I'm bored with it. So, really, I don't really want to say any of these. But I guess I'm going to have to go with impressed.
I never really thought about blue dye in that way. Sounds like a huge undertaking.
It is, but that's not without reason. After all, the Protectorate is built upon free market principles that foster progress through supply and demand. Its people get paid an equal share for the work they do, and with this money they are free to do with as they wish. I am not fond of life on shore, but even I can see that the system works. For most people, at least. Now, onto the bow of the ship.
Yeah, because the game said that the choices that you make, the answers that you give, are going to have a reflection on the future of the story, like what's going to happen in the future. But that question was not a question. I mean, the answers were nothing to do with it. It was definitely like a testing the player. Well, not really testing, but collecting statistical information, basically.
We are standing on the weather deck right now, where you will work every day ensuring the safe passage to the colonies. You will be tasked with tying the knots, reefing the sails, and swabbing the decks. There will be no talking to first-class passengers, no idling around the ship at night, no begging, no fighting, no stealing, and most of all, don't get caught trespassing. Now that sounds like a lot for you to worry about, right?
I'll manage.
That's what I thought. Don't worry, it'll get tedious soon enough. Keep in mind that the dining saloon in the deckhouse is only for first-class passengers and officers during this trip. This was a special request by Senator Morton, so please steer clear from the saloon if you want to keep out of trouble. Anyone without a blue coat should just use the service stairs through this door here. Now, is there anything in particular you would like to know?
Where can I get a blue coat?
What if I wanted a blue coat?
You'll have to earn one. The captain is an honest man. He'll reward hard work. But don't expect him to promote you anytime soon. It took me years before I earned mine. Now just go through this door, past the officers' cabins, and you'll find the service stairs on your right-hand side. Down those stairs you'll find the crew's quarters and your bed. That concludes the tour, Devon. I hope you enjoyed it. I will have to stay out here. I'm on watch tonight.
The bosun will wake you up tomorrow morning to prepare you for the day.
What if I had another question?
Good night.
Could have asked another question. Alright, let's see what it's like if you use the gamepad. Okay, so you can kind of like freely walk around. Can't turn the camera. The camera is a fixed camera. So yeah, I was thinking maybe if you use a gamepad you might be able to turn the camera around, but no, you can't. So whether I use camera or mouse, I don't know. I think I might keep using the mouse for now. Okay. What's happening here? Heaven Boy.
But Ian, it's a gift. I don't need it. I don't need any of this. Get out.
Rupert Brunswick.
I didn't mean to. Get out.
So you go down here, down that there is nowhere to go. It was the right. That is locked. Hit door. I don't know.
I wondered if everything was all right inside.
Yeah. Go through here. Oh, I see. Around the corner. Oh, what's this?
I was quite surprised to find a flag in the drawer. I'm sure it would not have pleased the Lord Protector to see our symbol of power tucked away in a nightstand.
I know you are out there, and even though Mother taught me to address you properly, I know your language is different from ours. Please, hear my prayer. Listen to my heart.
What can I talk to him? Okay. Don't want to listen to me, eh? What's that?
Taking a short break to get water from the scuttlebutt was usually just an excuse to congregate with fellow sailors. I was wise enough not to stretch this privilege, not wanting the captain getting cranky with me. The capstan is a rotating device that is used to apply force to ropes, cables, and hawsers. But I have heard that some captains tie disobedient sailors to it, with their arms and legs spread across the levers. The lifeboats of the Herald had a capacity of 12 persons per boat. This was just enough to carry all the crew and passengers that were currently on board.
The hell is this crap?
Not one, but two large ornate compasses stood on the poop deck near the ship's wheel. Protectorate design seems to favor perfect symmetry. Looking through the grate, I could see the gun deck below. It was getting late. I had to go to bed. It was getting late. I had to go to bed.
All hands on deck. The sun is out and breakfast is served on the gun deck. You too, boy. Ian!
Oh, I'm not well, sir. It's probably the food from last night. I don't really feel like eating anything right now.
Oh, really? Well, I don't trust Andres bangers and mash either, but you won't make me believe that they made you sick. That would be way too convenient for you.
I'm not lying, Caleb. My stomach tells me that something's wrong.
That's Mr. Haywood to you, boy. And I know exactly what you're thinking. You heard that Ludlow was sick this morning, so you're trying to blame it on the food. Nice try, boy. Now get up and start running.
No, I won't. You can't force me. I'm going on strike.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, kid. You wouldn't last a day.
Excuse me, but I could take over the boys' duties for today, if that is necessary.
You the new guy. Rensburg, ain't it?
I'm Haywood, the boatswain on this here ship.
If you want to help, you could report to Officer Brunswick at the helm. Needs his boy to do an errand for him. But since this wretch won't get out of bed, I don't mind you doing it. Though, if I were you, I wouldn't do no favor for that lazy kid.
No problem, Haywood. I'll get right to it.
Just follow the instructions Officer Brunswick gives you. Now, off to the helm with you.
I'm seasick again.
Nice one. Oh, there he is.
I don't need them, Captain. We need to head southwest by west for most of the day, and then turn west by 15 degrees around sunset. Might I suggest we raise the studding sails to maximize our speed?
I still want to see them, Rupert. Where is that boy of yours? Get him to fetch the maps.
I haven't seen him this morning. It's possible that he's still...
Ah, good morning, Rensburg. Nice to see you up and running. Rupert, have you made the acquaintance of Devon Rensburg yet? He's our new sailor.
No, I haven't, sir. Rupert Brunswick, First Officer and Navigator. Nice to meet you.
Good. Now, Rensburg, have you by any chance seen a boy named Ian this morning?
He is ill, Captain. Not feeling well at all, he said. So I'm taking his place for today.
When is that boy going to step up his game, Rupert? He's your student. Discipline him, or I will.
I heard that more of the crew are sick today. It could very well be that they're all sick for the same reason.
Nonsense. The boy is weak. He needs to be dealt with swiftly, lest he never become a man.
I agree that Ian might be a bit weak, frail even. But a man with his gentleness is something the world might benefit from one day.
Some say you're soft, officer. But I appreciate your honesty. There is no denying that it has got you quite far in life.
Please, just leave the boy for a day. I'm sure Rensburg will do fine in his stead. Right, Rensburg?
I'll do my best, sir.
The captain would like to see my maps. Since Ian's not here, I'd like you to fetch them for me. My map of the European coast should be somewhere in my desk. I'll tell you a secret. I keep a spare key to my cabin in the pitcher in the officer's hallway.
The pitcher contained a spare key to Officer Brunswick's cabin. I found Brunswick's maps of the European coast inside the drawer of his desk.
What took you so long? Were you lost? My cabin isn't that big, you know.
I'm sorry, sir. I'll ensure that I'm faster next time.
Ian would have done such a simple task in mere seconds.
Give me the maps, Ransberg. Well, that's convenient. According to these calculations, raising the studding sails might double our speed. Ransberg, find Boatswain Haywood and ask him where he keeps his studding sails. He's probably somewhere near his workshop.
Workshop. Where is the workshop?
Look, Uncle! Water as far as the eye can see. Imagine how big the world must be.
Yes, dear.
I don't know if you can run or not. I tried double clicking, doesn't make any difference. Okay. So where is the workshop? I suppose I should look at my map really. But then I don't actually know what the map would be. In fact, I don't really know. Here we go. Journal. Map. So I want to find the workshop. How do we know it? There's the workshop. So I got to go down. Let's see. We are in the office. Okay, so if I go down, hopefully downstairs. And then maybe through this door.
You again? So how does your new
Oh, here we
job
go.
suit you, huh?
I'm doing fine. It's not the best work, but it's not that hard either.
Well, of course they wouldn't trust you with hard work like mine. Now would they? So, what do you want?
I was sent by the captain to get the studding sails. Do you have them?
Ah, so you're the official errand boy now, huh? Well, it just so happens I need something done.
No, I don't think that's seen.
Are you joking? These are the captain's orders.
Hear me out, will ya? We got a real problem down here. Someone's been sneaking around my workbench. The key to the weapons cache was in a different drawer than usual. So I checked the cache and discovered I am missing a 51 Colt Navy. If the captain finds out, we'll all be held responsible. So we need to find that thing before he gets wind of it.
And how do you expect to do that?
Why do I have to do this? Why aren't you going after the culprit yourself?
You think I got nothing better to do? Let me tell you something, Rensburg. You'll need allies on this ship. This is a good opportunity to prove to me what you're worth. I'm too busy right now, so I really need someone else to fix this. The crew will owe you one if you can return that gun safely to me. Now, go and find out who stole that thing, will you? And be careful what you ask people. We don't want to cause a panic now, do we?
So I got to do that first. I mean, that's going to take time, and then of course the captain will blame me for the time that it takes. Now, which door do we want to go through?
Spare sails hung in the nets above my head. Some were still pristine white, indicating they had never been used. The gun deck was off limits during my shift.
What's going on? So who are we going to talk to? Funny, where's the cabin boy ain't there?
Most books I found in the crew quarters were racy accounts of comical adventures, so it was quite surprising to me that my crewmate Arthur was reading works by Chaucer.
Oh well, let's do a bit of investigating. Yeah, I should really. Oh man, this is
Rensburg, what are you doing up here? Shouldn't you be getting those sills?
It's a bit embarrassing, sir. But I wanted to tell you that, I'm afraid of pirates. I've read the stories of what they do to sailors like us. How do the crew protect themselves from such scoundrels?
You've been scaring yourself with children's literature, Rensburg. Piracy has been dead for years. Though I have to be honest, I met a pirate once. Not very scary, just a foolish robber who thought he could earn easy money by killing people. Such savagery. But you should hurry up now and get those studding sails from the boatswain.
Came to tell me off too?
How are you feeling now, Ian?
Fine. Just let me be, will ya? I just needed some fresh air.
I understand that you're angry. It must be hard for you, living on this ship.
Stop with the fake concerns. Who are you, anyway? Did Brunswick send you to talk me around?
I'm Devon Rensburg. I'm new. I just wanted to let you know that Brunswick is really worried. I think he really cares about you.
Of course he cares. Him and his weird requests. He is everywhere I go. Around every corner and in every room. I'm sick of the man. His presence alone drives me completely insane.
What weird requests? Like, really weird?
Well, on some nights, he wants me to come to his cabin. And when I do, he'll ask me to sit on the side of his bed. Then, he takes out a notebook, one that he hides for fear of others reading it. And then he forces me to listen to him reciting his corny poetry.
That's it? That's really the only thing he did?
There's more. He wanted me to have his first compass, one that he got as a present from his own mentor, Francis Beaufort. He gave me the thing as a present, but I refused. Next thing I know, it's on my pillow with a wee note telling me to be more grateful.
Do you know if he has a gun, Ian? One that he keeps hidden, perhaps?
A gun? I'm not sure, but I don't trust Brunswick with anything anymore. You should go to his cabin and search his bookcase. If there's anything he's hiding, it'll be there.
I don't know. That's a good idea, really. See, you can't really talk to these other people.
I don't see any sails, Rensburg.
um,
I'm sorry, sir. I'm concerned about Ian. He seems angry about something.
He's just being a pubescent boy, like always. Children his age can be very stubborn. He'll grow out of it.
I don't know. I don't know how are we going to find out where this is going. I mean, it seems a bit crazy to me. We've got to find the gun for this other guy before he'll give us the sails that the captain wants. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm going to have to do something about that.
I don't think that's it, sir. I think it has something to do with you.
Me? His mother? His father? According to Ian, it's always been someone else's fault. Growing up, the boy was often difficult to handle. Why do you think he's here in the first place? It was his mother, Mary, who asked me to take him in as my protege. I care about Mary and her family, so I couldn't refuse. But now, I regret that I didn't. I tried to reason with Ian, tried to convince him that I only want to protect him from harm. He just doesn't believe me.
He sounds like a difficult person. Do you think Ian would steal if he got the chance?
What? I don't want you to judge him like that. He's a rascal, but not a criminal. Now get back to work. We're still waiting for you to bring up those sails.
I don't know. I might try and risk. See if I can. What?
As
No, I don't
strapping
want
as
to click
sailors
on that.
come, even they can't lift most cargo without the use of...
Yeah, we're not getting much luck trying to talk to anybody. And I think if I walk into the captain again, we're probably going to get it.
You have to see your face.
That's not funny, my dear.
Sorry, Uncle. I won't laugh.
What are you looking at? Leave us.
I wonder if I should walk up there. I think it might be alright to walk up to that level, actually. Okay. I don't think the captain is up here. What's this thing here? Hopefully the captain's not down in here. No, I don't think so.
The captain's cabin
Oh,
was
this is the
strictly
captain's
off
cabin.
limits without an invitation from the captain.
Alright, well, we've got nowhere in the way of the finding the gun. Come on. Why can't I walk down there? I walked down there before. What's that?
On the
Oh,
foremast,
okay.
near the deck house, hung an ornate bronze bell. As much as I hated it when its sharp sound pierced my ears, I was happy when it told me my watch was over.
Okay. So it looks like I might have to try and see if I can have a quick look in that person's room, but
On the top shelf stood a portrait of a stern-looking man. I later learned it was Brunswick's mother. A loose wallboard was cleverly hidden behind a couple of books. Behind the loose wallboard was a cleverly hidden compartment containing a single booklet. Brunswick seemed to like writing rather cheesy poetry. It was Officer Brunswick's journal. Brunswick's last entry told about a hole in the wall behind one of the paintings. The entire bookcase was... I was surprised to find Brunswick's spyglass. One of the paintings depicted 3 white boys playing with a ball in a sunlit square. The paintings seemed to have been moved recently.
What's that?
he's got a gun.
Is there someone spying on me?
You stole the gun!
Devon, are you snooping around? I didn't expect you to be that kind of person.
No, I'm looking for a missing gun, and I think I just found it.
Shh, be quiet. Come into my cabin. I'll unlock the door for you.
Before you start, please listen to me, Devon. I know it's against the captain's rules and all, but some rules are there to be broken.
Are you willing to explain to me what's wrong? You seem troubled.
I'm fine, don't worry. I wasn't secretly plotting to go on a killing spree tonight. But you never know. I might change my mind.
I don't want to meddle, but I was told to take that gun back to the weapons cache.
So, you're an errand boy now. Just started and already they're lackey. Well, I won't help you. It's just not fair, Devon. I know the Merchant Navy Handbook from cover to cover. It clearly says that every officer is allowed to bear arms. Every officer, Devon. I'm an officer, so why don't I get to exercise my rights aboard the Herald?
Why is the right to carry a gun so important to you?
Forget the damn gun, Devon. It's not about that. I just want the captain to know that if Brunswick gives up his rights, it doesn't automatically mean that I'll give up mine as well. For some reason, I'm always expected to do as the white man does. I'm never trusted to make my own decisions. Sometimes I feel like I'm an officer in nothing but name.
You won't achieve any recognition by breaking the captain's rules. If an officer wants respect, he has to deserve it. I won't tell anybody you took the gun, but only if you return it to the weapons cache. If you do, then do it now, before the shift changes and everyone wakes up.
Ha! Caught you red-handed. Good job, Rensburg.
How dare you barge in here?
Didn't your mother teach you that stealing is wrong?
Stealing? I am exercising my rights as an officer. Now get out of my cabin.
You really think that those fancy clothes give you any rights? Now, act like you're supposed to and give that back.
Calm down, Haywood. I think it's all just a misunderstanding.
What does he need a gun for, Rensburg? It'll make people uneasy seeing him brandishing that thing.
Before I became part of this crew, I was always allowed to carry a firearm. I just don't see why I can't have one now.
I don't believe you. You're up to something. I just know it.
No, I'm not. You have to believe me. I just want to feel safe.
Ain't there other ways to protect yourself? A real man can always count on his fists.
Well, I know my way with a knife, but I don't have anything other than the cutlery from the galley to work with.
You've been sneaking around in the galley too now, have you? The nerve.
I don't know what's happening. Okay. So the captain doesn't know about the gun. Ludlow's saying that according to the book, he's allowed to have a gun. I spoke to the captain about guns, but I can't quite remember if he said no one's allowed to have a gun. He just kind of, I think he just brushed off my story of pirates attacking or something. Well, you think Ludlow would know the rules. This guy here doesn't want him to have a gun at all. But then he probably doesn't want him to have do anything, really. But yeah, he doesn't really have the say of the ship, like what the captain was. Yeah, this is kind of a tricky situation. Well, I mean, I can't make a decision. I can't say that there because I don't know all the ins and outs. I could ask that he gives the gun back. Well, it's more like I would say ask, but it's demanding. And then what? I ask him to give him a knife instead of the gun. I don't know. Maybe we could try that one.
Maybe you could give him a knife, Hayward. It will please the captain if you get the gun back. And as far as I know, he hasn't said anything about knives.
Well, then he can come and get one himself. I don't care what you folk do, as long as it don't mess with the captain's orders. That is, if your highness complies.
I guess I can agree to that. It's better than nothing.
Good. That's settled.
Okay, so it looks like I've found a way through that one.
You come with me, Rensburg. It's time we got those sails to the captain.
Thanks for helping me yesterday.
It was the only right thing to do.
If you say so, I am not someone to hold a grudge. You know, I don't even need to have a weapon with me all the time. Just knowing that I can get it from my cabin whenever I want makes me feel safer. Would you like one of Undra's butterscotch treats? They're the captain's favorite.
Well, okay then. Those look too delicious to refuse.
They do, don't they? Feel free to indulge yourself, Devon.
Why are you being so friendly with me?
I thought you'd never ask. I need allies, Devon, and friends can provide a kind of protection that a weapon never will. Back in the capital, I picked you, and believe me, that wasn't without reason.
Care to tell me what the reason is?
The captain thinks I don't know, or that's what I hope I've led him to believe. But I read his newspaper the moment I got my hands on it. Here, take a look. Without indigo to trade, the reason for our voyage has become a mystery to me.
What are you thinking?
I'm worried, Devon. There seems to be more to the Herald than meets the eye. What's going on down there?
Don't come any closer!
Here's their Brunswick.
I'll jump! I will! Just get away!
What happened? What did you do?
It was his hand that guided me. But now I need to finish it. I must.
I know life can be hard, Ian, but please don't jump. It's not worth it.
I can't live on this ship anymore. I need to get away. Somehow.
You're a smart boy, Ian. Confused, but smart. Don't prove them right by doing something as stupid as this.
But this is the only way. I've been shown this is the only way.
Ian, think about it. Maybe think of all this as a test. To overcome your fears and look them right in the eye instead of running away.
You mean... it's... Oh Lord, what have I done?
I had saved Ian from making another mistake. But none of the crew cared for the cabin boy's fate. They were all too busy tending to the esteemed navigator, who was bleeding out on the deck below us.
Well, that's the end of the demo. Yeah, I think I'll leave that up to your interpretation. If you'd like to try it out yourself, you can find the demo on the Steam store page. It's supposedly a branching story depending on how you answer each question. So if you were to play through, you might get different results than what I did. You might have a different story than what I had. Visuals, visually, it looks good. Performance is good. So yeah, there's no problem there. Yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in a future video.